Hi, guys. Happy Friday. We are in the sixth day of 2023. So, happy Friday. We are to the weekend, guys. And I'm coming to you with another live from a place of self love and self awareness. The thing that I feel that most people don't realize is how much work it takes people to get to where they are. And that's been the issue with a lot of people starting their journey, whether they want to start a business, start a book, do anything really. It's like you try to look at all the social media stuff and see what everybody else is doing and get a foot up on what's popular out there when really it's the way that that person did it. So it takes that drive out of you and makes you feel like you really couldn't even be in that place. Like you don't even have the energy nor the talent to be where that person is. But we don't know how long it takes people to get to their destination. Some people it took like 5 years, sometimes 10 years. And that was with consistency. It wasn't just them getting lucky and finding the right person. It's sometimes not even about meeting the right person, having the right time. Everybody has their own story. And according to their story, they'll make you feel certain ways about what you're doing. You'll have that person who's just like, no sleep, no sleep. You don't get any sleep. You can sleep when you're dead. Just keep going. That's not everybody's journey. That's not the way everybody is supposed to do it. Most of us are supposed to get at least 6 to 8 hours of rest a day, and if you don't, you are not that productive. So don't go on these motivational videos where these people are like coming at you and barking at you, saying that you're being lazy and that you're getting too much rest and that you shouldn't be getting any sleep till you die. That's crazy because we're humans, we're not robots, and everything can be done where you work smart, not hard, where you can strategize your time and make sure that you just don't lose yourself to too much time. So the other thing, and the other person or most people are always saying that it's consistency, consistency. And sometimes you can be consistent for so long and it just feels like nothing happens. That's the key to it as well, because those people who are saying that they were consistent, but for years. Like sometimes it took a long time and it took them being consistent 365 days, 7 days a week on Instagram and on YouTube. And I know I've been pretty consistent over the last just 5 to 6 years. So if you haven't even began, please always just keep that in mind that the journey is not always a short one. It's a long one. Sometimes it's a strenuous one. It's uncomfortable and it makes you feel like you're never going to get there, but you have to keep that drive. You have to keep that grit. And sometimes when we do projects, researching is good. There's nothing wrong with researching other people's techniques, other people's ways. But the thing that most people don't do is take that break from social media. And when you're working on a project or working on a book or a special thing that you know you're trying to achieve or pursue, all of that noise in your head and all that social media, all those posts, it clouds your original thought. And that's why you'll see a lot of people, podcasters, talk about how a lot of people these days don't have an original thought in their head. And this is true because they're too busy scrolling, too busy looking and reading into what they can do to change something else that's already been done. But sometimes if you take yourself and step back from that, you come up with your own technique that nobody ever even thought about because you don't have anyone else giving you that advice. And sometimes your own ideas are the best ideas. You can't always go off of someone else's thing that they've already done. It's just you trying to innovate it, and I can understand that as well. But when you really want to change something, when you're going to change the world or change your life, it has to go according to your lifestyle and what you want to do. So that's one of the biggest things I always get on is to make sure that you aren't just drowning in social media. Like you're not going from app to app every single day, just looking at people's things, doing different things every single day. You have to take that break. I think when I write a book, I take at least about a month and a half to 2 months sometimes away from social media. And y'all did see me take a little break probably last year from about maybe November to now. I wasn't really posting too much because I needed that time and I just needed that space to myself to see what exactly I wanted to write, to plan it out and make sure that everything was good. You need that. You do not always need social media. And most people will say that. They'll say social media is like a followers platform that, you shouldn't use it too much. But when you're done with your project, I feel that's impossible because when you're finished doing something, you need that promo. And if you're non existent to the world, which is the internet, then you're not going to get very many sales. So, not saying don't do social media at all. I'm just saying when you're working on something important, it's important to take that break at that time. Once you're finished with that project, then that's when it comes to, yes, you need to be on social media doing live, talking about your book, talking about certain chapters of your book, what inspired it for you. If you're starting a business, you need to be talking about why you wanted to do this business, what's important to you about it, who you are. Explain yourself to people. Tell people who you are and what you do on a daily basis and how your life goes. So that's the biggest thing about social media, is not to drown in it, but to use it and not let it use you. So that's a key factor as well. But for the most part, I just want you guys to stay naturally inspired, stay neutrally yourself. Don't let other people's ways and other people's goals steer you from what you're supposed to be doing and what you wanted to achieve. If that was the case, then nobody would be doing anything and everybody would be just comparing to people all day, every day. But when you want to do something for yourself and when you want to do something that maybe others need to see from another perspective, you need to get that perspective from a place of pretty much just just being natural, just being who you want to be in it, as far as your own business, as far as your own dreams. Your dream can't be somebody else's dream, and their dream can't be yours. You can't do what someone else does and they can't do what you do. So even if it is the same type of project, the same type of sale, even if the book, you seem to feel like somebody may have almost taken your book title, explain it in a different way, do something different, write it different. You have a whole different journey and different stories in your life that somebody else did not have. So never ever think that just because someone is up there on this higher status than you, that you can't do what they do or that you need to do what they do. So that's why I want to do this live today. It's called Nothing Compares to You, because that is the truth. I got my print shirt on, as you can see today too. But either way, went to the gym today, just felt pretty inspired. Wanted to make sure that you guys felt inspired and to know that having that self-awareness and the awareness of being unique, knowing that you are you, nobody else can be you, that's what drives you. That's what gets you to your destination and keeps you on your journey. I'm going to have more lives like this where I just kind of go off of what I know I kind of struggle with and what I always kind of did back in the past that held me back. And I was one of those people who used to scroll all the time and just be like, oh, she's good. Like, she's doing this really good. Like, I can't do that. But you can't be that person. I realized that I was wasting time doing that a lot of time. And I wish I could get it back, and I can't. So that's the most important part. Use your time wisely. Be productive with your time. Know that your time is spent through the way that you want to spend it. So, guys, I just want you to have a great weekend. Be inspired. Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't put yourself off too much on other projects and on other people. Make sure that you have that self-care within you this weekend. I know I'm going to, and I'm going home. Spend some time with my family, which I can't wait to do. I always love spending time with my parents. They're the best. They just always have something for us to do and something for us to eat. So you have a great day. I hope you enjoy your weekend as well and that you enjoy your family. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for listening.